My family stole my $15,000 first-class vacation ticket to give it to my entitled sister-in-law. My dad said, "She's family, she deserves to relax." Big mistake. I made sure their dream trip turned into an absolute nightmare before they even left the tarmac. I spent 2 full years pulling double shifts, skipping holidays, and saving every penny to book an all-inclusive luxury getaway to Hawaii. It was supposed to be a celebratory trip for the whole family. 5 first-class seats, private oceanfront villas, and helicopter tours. I covered every single cent out of my own pocket. My brother's wife, Jessica, is a serial user. She hasn't worked a day in 5 years, demands luxury everything, and treats everyone around her like hired help. It was supposed to be a celebratory trip for the whole family. 5 first-class seats, private oceanfront villas, and helicopter tours. I covered every single cent out of my own pocket. My brother's wife, Jessica, is a serial user. She hasn't worked a day in 5 years, demands luxury everything, and treats everyone around her like hired help. I froze. What are you talking about? My mom spoke up. We transferred your first-class ticket to her name. You can just stay home and watch her dog. You gave away my ticket. I shouted. I paid $15,000 for this whole trip. My dad slammed his hand on the table. Family makes sacrifices. Stop being selfish. You work all the time anyway. Jessica gave me a dirty, victorious grin from across the table. They expected me to break down. They expected me to beg. Instead, I just smiled softly, stood up, and said, "All right. Have a great trip." I walked straight out to my car. What they completely forgot was that every reservation, the flights, the private ocean villa, the rental cars, and the VIP access, was booked under my personal corporate rewards account and tied to my main credit card. They thought changing a passenger name on one ticket meant they had one. I didn't ruin their excitement early. I let them pack. I let Jessica post a photo on Facebook holding a champagne glass with a caption, "Finally getting the luxury treatment I deserve." I waited until they boarded the plane and turned their phones to airplane mode. Then, I pulled up my portal. I reported my card stolen for unauthorized charges, immediately invalidating all flight rebookings. Next, I cancelled the oceanfront villa. Full refund back to my account. Cancelled the luxury rental SUVs. Full refund. Cancelled every private dinner reservation and activity. By the time their flight landed in Honolulu, every single luxury accommodation had completely evaporated. At 2 a.m., my phone lit up with 14 missed calls. I answered on the 15th ring. My dad was screaming, "Where is our hotel booking?" They're telling us the entire resort reservation was cancelled. Jessica is hysterical. I took a slow sip of coffee and said, "Family makes sacrifices, Dad. I sacrificed your vacation. You ruined everything. We are stranded." "No," he replied calmly. "You gave away my seat, so I gave away your luxury. I hope your credit cards can cover a last-minute motel." I hung up and turned on Do Not Disturb. They ended up spending thousands of their own money sleeping in a run-down 2-star hotel off the highway. They wanted a free luxury ride at my expense. Instead, they paid full price for absolute misery.